Hey guys, happy holidays. Can you see the Christmas decorations? I don't know if you can see them. Anyway, yeah. Maybe I'll come over this way. Anyway, ni hao. Good job, Stephanie. Do you see that? It's super cute. It's not a holiday I celebrate, but I appreciate decorations. I especially like the twittery lights right there. Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick update video. I'm in another mall. It's winter. This is where I walk. There you go. Right, so an update. I get my HSK results on Monday. It is currently Friday. And the general feeling is that of being absolutely overwhelmed. But it's slightly curved now because I finally, after about a week, I decided on how to review HSK 1, 2, and 3 because that's something I wanted to do. It's something I wanted to do after this test because I think there's a lot I missed, especially in 2 and 3. And so what I ended up doing is instead of cutting up everything and putting them into a special book, I decided there's a lot of information that I might look at eventually. There's a lot of pronunciation stuff that I've been ignoring up to this point, but I may very well come back to it. So I ended up buying a complete new set of books. They're super cheap. They're like $5 a book. And I don't mean to be wasteful. I'm just trying to find something that works for me. So I bought new books and I started with writing the dates next to when I do the exercises. I started in HSK 2, methodical 1 chapter a day, with the intent where even if I get stuck or it's too hard, I'm going to come back, I'm going to make notes, I'm going to write questions, I'm going to write down when it's super hard, and I'll spend more time on that stuff the next time. But I want to keep reviewing whether I'm moving forward to HSK 4 or not after Monday. I want to keep reviewing what I'm doing, what I've done this year. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing 1 chapter a day for most days in December, what's left of December, and that will take me just up until the end of December. So HSK 1, and I'm guessing HSK 3, or maybe starting HSK 4 in January. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really depend on what the results are because I need to review C3 either way, but it probably depends on how fast I do that. So there's that. The other thing is that I am gladly not the only one that's doing this. I had an Instagram conversation with someone yesterday who was reviewing 1 chapter a day in HSK 3 and 4, and I went, wow, how can you go through 3 that fast? And he said he was significantly above 3. This is just a review. So it makes sense to constantly be going back and reviewing, and I think he said that he's going to take 5 in May. So I only have a handle on Twitter, on Instagram, so whoever you are, if you're watching this, good luck. And I'm definitely going to follow him and see how he does and wish him good luck and all that kind of good stuff. So it's nice to see other folks are constantly reviewing previous HSKs as well. So I'm still feeling overwhelmed because I feel like the more I know I don't know, and the more I forget. I forget a lot, guys. I forget all the time. Half of the time I'm forgetting the words I know, like in a sense I see a picture, not a translation, when I think of them from HSK 1. It's so frustrating, and I'll try to translate it in my head for some reason, and that doesn't work. So I get really, really frustrated with that. The other thing I notice with the reading, so 2 things. 1, I'm super overwhelmed by forgetting, and 2 is that, I need to put this down, okay. And 2 is that, how do I put this? The reading. Part of me wants to translate into English, and part of me just wants to go with that inner knowing. You know that knowing, like when I see Wu Hua Hua, I think, okay, that person's name is Hua. They're saying, oh, my name is Hua. Call me Hua. And I think, okay, that's fine, that's their name. But for some reason I struggle when I do the reading tests. I want to translate every sentence, and I want to translate everything that's supposed to match it, and then I want to match them in English. But sometimes I understand them in Chinese, and sometimes I don't, but sometimes I understand them in Chinese and I still struggle because I feel like I want to translate it. So I feel like I'm reaching a point where some of the things are becoming understandable without translations and some aren't, and I'm getting caught time-wise in that awkward in-between stage, and I don't think I've ever really been here before with a language, so I'm not really sure what to do with this. I mean, there's nothing I can do other than push forward. I don't really want to force anything. Love those lights. I don't really want to force anything. That's not really my style for language learning, but I definitely want to note that this is happening, that there's some stuff that seems to just stay with me, and that I seem to get kind of like a picture, I'm not talking about the Hansa characters, but I seem to get like a picture, kind of a knowing of the sense of the word, but I forget the translation of it in English. And I suppose that's a good place to be, except for when you're trying to understand the things around it and you forget what it means. And I don't know, I feel like it's an awkward place. I feel like I'm torn between trying to translate between two people, and I'm the only one there. So there's that. So I don't know. It's a very, very weird place to be. But those are the two biggest things. That could have been three, because I think overwhelmed was a giant one there. So that's my update. You'll probably hear from me again after the HSK test results. And it's ironic that I'm passing by something that's like, because I think that's what's going to happen. I'm not being modest, and I'm not doing this so I can go, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. No, I really truly expect to get below a 60%, which is passing, and I expect to take HSK again in maybe March, maybe May. I don't know. It doesn't mean I won't go forward with HSK4, because if there's anything I've learned from this year, it's that vocabulary can be preloaded and I can learn everything else later on. So I can conceivably revisit 3 and learn 4 vocabulary and some grammar at the same time. I'm completely comfortable with that, and that's probably what I'll do. But right now, I'm still going to be in a review month. I'm going to keep reviewing HSK2, and I might just throw in 1 if I get bored, but I'm not really going to go fast. To go through HSK 1, 2, and 3 in 1 year, it was a bit much, and I'm glad I did it, and I don't want to stop because I want more vocabulary. I want to read more now. So I don't have my full language goals for 2019 because I think the results might affect it a little bit. So I'm going to hold off for another couple of weeks and make those right at the end of the year. It's what, the 15th or 16th, so it's halfway through December now. Anyway, thank you so much, and thank you guys for all of the really nice wishes that you did right before and after the test. I really appreciate what y'all did, and of course, happy holidays. Zaijian.